A robbery suspect is dead after a late night robbery.
Back and shot an intruder breaking into her home.
911, what is your emergency?
A citizen, just like a police officer, have the right to defend themselves or defend others if they're in fear of death or serious bodily injury, and that right extends to using deadly force.
Immediately I thought, I'm in danger. When people are faced like in high stress situations, I think your mind kind of goes into slow motion. If you're going to be in control of protecting yourself, you've got to keep your head on straight. I was raised all over. I kind of grew up living a different place every couple of years as a kid growing up, which was kind of an experience actually. I came out here to visit my mother for Christmas in 1978, and I loved it. I just wrapped up my last semester in college, and I packed up everything in my Camaro at the time and headed on out here, and I've been here ever since. I had good, strong, supportive parents, learned some really great value systems insofar as the golden rule. You treat people like you want to be treated. You practice good ethics, honesty, and it doesn't always come back to you, but eventually it does. My first piece of real estate I bought was a piece of ground with a foundation on it. I hand drew out my first house, designed it, and built it myself. So that was my entry into real estate investing. I had my home up for sale, and I had the showing service call me whenever someone wanted to see the house just to get pre-authorization. The day before, I got a call, and they said that they had somebody that wanted to show the house the next day, which was a Monday. So the next day came around. I was out the door at about 7:30 a.m. and off to a training class that I was taking. Somewhere during the middle of the day, I got a text saying there was another real estate broker group wanting to come over around between 2 and 3. So I'm thinking they're going to show the house. Didn't really think anything of it.
Square feet. And you know what? I saw it for the first time today. I think you are going to love it. Great.
Class wrapped up at about 4:30. Started heading home. Called my mother just to check in, see how she's doing. As I pulled up to my house, I hit my garage door opener, and the garage door opens up. And I recall my surprise because in my garage was a car. And I said, hey, this is kind of weird. I said, well, I don't think it's anything. Well, I had some showings today. I wonder if one of the realtors pulled their car in my garage. I'll call you back a little bit. So okay? I thought it was one of the late showings, and I was going to go in there, and I was going to find, you know, this realtor with his husband and wife, all happy, sitting in my living room, writing up an offer. And I just started announcing myself, hello, anybody here? Hello? And expected to hear some voices, and I didn't. As soon as I walked in there, I knew something was wrong. Hello? Hello? I saw things out that should not have been out. You know, real estate brokers and their clients don't come in and start going through your closets or your drawers. I grabbed my handgun. Because I thought, someone's in this house, I might have to shoot my way out. I had no idea if they were still there If there was one person, a group of people, whatever it was, I just thought I might have to protect myself. And that's when I heard a voice.
Hello?
As soon as I walked in there, I knew something was wrong. I thought, someone's in this house, I might have to shoot my way out. And that's when I heard a voice.
Hello?
Who are you and what are you doing here?
No, what are you doing here? This is my house.
You could tell that he was like in a whole different plane of reality. It was almost like a surreal experience. Like, am I dreaming this? What are you doing here?
You need to leave now.
I'm not leaving. This is my house. The individual walked out of sight and I thought, uh-oh, he may come out with a firearm or maybe somebody else.
What are you still doing here?
Are you alone? Is there anybody else here? I just quickly looked down because I had a feeling it was going to be my mother calling. Yes, I have an intruder in the house and I've got him at gunpoint. Call the police right now. Tell him to get over here.
Stop talking and get out of my house.
All of a sudden, he started coming down the stairs saying, you know, you're in my house and I'm coming down there to get you out of my house. I thought, well, this is going to another level. Do not approach me because I will fire.
It's not a real gun.
I mean, I knew that I was in danger at that point, and I knew I needed to do something.
You can't threaten me with a toy.
But I really didn't want to shoot and kill somebody. I'm warning you. Next thing he did was he started rolling his eyes like, oh, brother. I'm thinking to myself, if the police don't get here really soon, I'm going to have to kill this guy because he is just out there. I've got an emergency. I've got an intruder in my house. They said, we've already gotten a 911 call. We're on our way.
You need to leave now.
No, you get out. Leave. You can leave. I said, I'll let you go. He goes, I'm not leaving. He says, you're leaving. Fortunately, right about that time, when I thought time was running out, I could see the police officers coming up.
Get out of the house! Get out of the house!
Go ahead. Get out.
Come out of the house!
Out of the house!
Come out of the house right now! Out of the house!
This is my house. Get him out of my house.
Vanderback.
He's not supposed to be in here. You got the wrong guy. You gotta get him out of my house.
Clear the house.
I dropped a clip out of the gun. I dechambered the round. The door bust open. Female cop.
Put the gun down.
Handgun pointed at me. Dropped the weapon.
Take a seat. Any other weapons?
That was like, whew. Everything is under control now. And the next thing you know, there was 7 or 8 police officers there. Evidently, he had put some of his personal belongings right next to his car. Some of that stuff, as I was told, was drug paraphernalia. Come to find out, this individual had had all kinds of adventures during the day. That real estate showing between 11 and noon, this individual had already been there, probably for hours, because he opened the door, let them in, and gave the real estate broker and the buyers a tour of the house like he was the proud owner of the house. He seemed to know everything about it. He was pitching all the features, the solar electric system I had, and all these other different things.
Top-notch refrigerator.
The next showing, they came in around 3. Once again, this individual let him in. But at that point, he was acting a little strange. But no, it didn't look as if he was there to rob me. It seemed like he was there to just make himself at home. Must have been drinking some beer, having a good time, doing his laundry. That was another one of the strange things about it. You expect that somebody's going to break into your house, they're going to steal from you. That did not seem to be the objective. I do know that he had been casing other homes for sale in that immediate area just days before mine, and evidently he had been caught peeking in the windows of another home that was listed for sale in the market. The biggest fear I had was actually having to pull a trigger on this guy. Surprisingly enough, that was the thing I didn't want to do the most, but I would have, had he crossed some invisible line, I would have done what I had to do to protect myself. And I do feel real fortunate, though, in this case, that the end of the story was such that nobody got hurt. I had a firearm strictly for home protection, If there's one place that you're going to make a stand, it's at your own home. This is one of those things where people often think, well, that couldn't happen to me. Those are things that happen to other people. I got to admit, I'm one of those people. That wouldn't happen to me, but it did.